Hello, people of the internet.
Hello.
We still exist. Isn't
We
that
sure
amazing?
do. It's
I
pretty
like to think
wild.
so. Right? Like, we just, like, go through life one day at a time, still existing. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
So I just saw some random, like, pop-up thing show up on my screen, but it disappeared before I could see what was on it. And now
I
I
did
really want to know
too.
what it is.
I did
And
too.
oh, okay. So maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe like, the FBI agents that are watching us are just like sending us things at the same time, but then we're not allowed to see them.
Maybe.
I don't know. Oh well. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some new Reddit things that we're gonna go through today. Oh, see, it happened again.
See, that one, mine said trying to reconnect.
Right, that's what mine said too.
Ghost just burped at me.
How dare he?
I know. Ew.
Oh,
He's
God.
like coughing at me.
I know, I can hear him.
What's wrong with you? Hi.
All right. So we're gonna go through some funny things today.
Mm-hmm.
I just like taking a quick glance at this thread that's in here is hilarious.
Love it. I'm excited.
Right. So we're gonna go through some facepalm moments. And this first one, I was just scrolling and I had to stop at it because I remember when this happened and I remember seeing it on like my Instagram or something.
Oh,
And it was
jeez.
hilarious. So it's a tweet from Kamala Harris,
Mm-hmm.
who, if you guys don't know who that is, she vice president of the states, United States.
Mm-hmm.
So she tweeted, she said, nobody should have to go to jail for smoking weed. And then it says, readers added context they thought people might want to know. And it's a link to a news article that said, as district attorney, Kamala Harris oversaw 1,900 convictions for marijuana offenses, some of which resulted in jail time.
Oh my God.
Right? So, like, the Twitter community attached this news article to this tweet saying that people shouldn't go to jail for smoking weed.
Right. Oh my God, that's crazy.
From her sending people to jail for smoking weed. I just think that's hilarious.
It is hilarious. It's the hypocrisy.
Right?
It's great. We love it.
Too bad you guys don't live in a country like I do where weed is legal.
See, but where I live, it's legal, so...
But see, not everywhere, though.
No, it's state, not federal. Which I don't understand why it's not just federally mandated at this point. And legal.
Right? Canada seems to be doing pretty okay, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything to the contrary. Then again, I'm also not much of a weed smoker, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
To be fair.
It's fair.
But, yeah.
That's pretty funny. Do you want to hear my oh no consequences story?
Is this the one with the cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a subreddit called oh no consequences. And I just think that alone is already hilarious. But this story is the guy I, 31 female, am sleeping with, 39 male, is feeling guilty and wants to tell our spouses. How do I let him know it does more harm than good? I know this looks bad, but I just want people to know that this is out of character for me. I don't cheat, and I used to desire or despise cheaters, but now I see it as more complicated than I gave it credit for. Ugh, already gross.
No. So let me just go down the list. First of all, you say I don't cheat. Yes, you do,
you're doing
because
it.
you are. I used to what did you say? I used to what?
I used to despise cheaters.
Despise. Right. That's you. So you're included in that.
Hate yourself.
Like I don't understand. I understand that relationships don't always work, but what I don't understand is why people feel the need to cheat on their partners.
Agreed 100%. I also don't understand why she seems to think that she's like the exception.
Right.
I'm not. I
Bitch,
don't
you're a
cheat.
cheater.
You're literally
You are an
actively.
adulterer. You are not a good person.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
The
Thank you,
first,
next.
like, 7 letters of your first sentence. The guy I'm sleeping with.
Right.
Like, if it's not your husband, that's cheating. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bitch. But then she goes on and she says, my husband, Chris, is the world's #1 husband. I don't care what anyone says.
Then why are you cheating on him?
Oh my god, I mean, she gets into it, but like, ugh, it's so gross. We've been together since we were both sophomores in college. We are both 31. We got married when we were 25 and have a 4-year-old. We had a great marriage. He gave me attention, great sex, responsible, and companionship. A couple years ago, things started getting rocky. Stop. Sorry, Ghost is chewing his other bone. He's so loud when he does it too. Sorry, everybody. Oh yeah, so a couple years ago, things started getting rocky. My husband's dad was diagnosed with cancer. Thank God he's in remission now. That being said, throughout the time my father-in-law was getting treatment, it stressed out Chris so much. He became less interested in sex. I swear this dog. Stop. Sorry. He became less interested in sex and was understandably down because of it. This led to me feeling neglected, not just with sex, but the companionship. This led me to my old coworker, Evan. Evan and I bonded because he was also neglected by his wife. They had triplets, and it's understandable that it can be busy and stressful. Hell, when I had my one baby, that was a lot. Still, that's no excuse to neglect your partner. She sounds like very neglectful. Considering her husband is going through his dad with cancer. My
Right.
God, woman.
And like,
Anyways,
oh my god. Why,
we'll,
like, carry
we
on.
can
Sorry.
we can go off at the end. A couple years ago, things started getting rocky. My husband's dad would die. Oh wait, sorry, that's the same thing. My bad. I can't read. I don't know why I do this. I can't read. We were in an unimaginable situation. We both love our spouses, but we needed some affection and found it with each other. We weren't going to risk losing the love of our lives.
I wish that you guys could see how far my eyes are rolling right now. Like, Jesus Christ.
Recently, he decided to consider violating my privacy and telling my husband. The reason is he feels guilty and he's going to tell his wife. I feel
Good. You
guilty
should
too,
feel guilty.
right?
Like, oh my god.
I feel guilty too, but that would cause more pain, and he has no right to decide if that's best between my husband and I. He's feeling down because his wife gave him a very thoughtful gift, a rare card or something, and he thinks that he's been very neglectful to the family. He said we owe it to them to tell them the truth. I can't agree at all. The affair should end. That being said, telling my husband is horrible. He just started going back to normal. It would cause more pain to expose him to our selfishness right now.
Nah, bitch. If you're gonna cheat on somebody, you don't deserve to have them.
No, not at all. And like, see, that's my thing is like, you guys went through a tough time. It like in marriage is like
It
through sickness
happens.
and in health.
Right.
And
Not
sickness
in
doesn't
sickness
mean
and in health and cheat on your husband because
right.
you're like, I don't know,
And
bro.
part of sickness means not just himself, but also his family and also the mental tolls that life can take.
Right.
Like,
Like
just because
I understand that people have physical needs that they need to fulfill.
get a
Bitch, get
vibrator.
a thank you. That's literally what I was about to
Literally
say.
get a fucking vibrator. Get 10.
Like,
Who fucking knows? Like,
right.
I was about to say something very inappropriate.
Or like at the very least, like have the conversation with him and be like, "Hey, I understand. Like like it's a bad time. Like it's like stuff is going on and whatever. These are my thoughts and feelings on our current situation together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have an adult conversation and figure out what can be done about it." Like,
Yeah.
to
And
go and
like,
like hook up with your coworker.
oh my God, I know. And then he even came out and said, I don't think I've been, really taking care of my family. And I'm like, if you've got a wife and 3 kids, 100% you're not. If you're
Right.
cheating, 100% you're not. You are neglecting your wife if you are cheating on her. I'm sorry, but you are. And OP says, oh, well, I was feeling neglected. But did you say anything? Because it sounds like you probably were in a situation where you felt like you couldn't say anything to him because he's going through all of this. But you can also go up to your spouse and be like, I know this is probably going to not be something you want to talk about, but what
Right.
can we do to make it so that, one, I'm helping you in this time of need, and that also I'm not feeling neglected and not feeling like I don't have a companion anymore. Like, what can I ask of you that you're able and capable of doing right now? And what do you need from me to help you to be able to be at that point too?
Right. And like the lack
Maybe
of
not as
communication
often,
is
but
insane. Like my
yeah.
so my ex from many years ago, um we were together for a few months, and then I still don't really like fully know what the deal was. But he basically went into like heavy depression spiral for like a solid month.
Hmm.
And during this month, we like barely talked. We never went out. Like I was just sitting here, but like I would try, I would text him and be like, hey, I know, like, like whatever's going on, like I'm still here if you like want to talk about it, or
Right.
like it's not like, hey, I know that you're like depressed, but give me attention. That's not where I was going with that. It's like, hey, we're in a relationship. If you no longer want to be in this relationship, can you can you tell me at least? Like,
Right. And be like, if this is something that you really don't have on your, like if this is something that you can't give anything to, it's better for both of you to
right.
not. But
And
it's
then
also
like,
like, you can come to me if you really need someone.
right. And then like, we finally went out for dinner, and at least he bought me dinner first because I dropped him off at home afterwards. And then um he broke up with me because I deserve better than him, which is true.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, bruh, maybe I could have helped you through whatever it was that you were going through, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. You gotta talk to people.
Yeah. Communication is incredibly important. Um, Also, some of these.
Communication is key, guys. I know it's a cliche,
Exactly.
but it's a cliche for a reason.
Exactly. Also, some of these comments are so funny. Top comment is, I died at violating my privacy. And then someone else said, he was supposed to violate my pussy, not my privacy.
Oh my god.
And then somebody said, privacy.
Oh my god. I both hate and love the internet at the same time
Me
because,
too.
oh my god.
Oh my God. And then
Jeez.
someone else said, there were many priceless lines in this. We weren't going to risk losing the love of our lives as they risk losing the loves of their
Right?
lives. We were in an unimaginable situation as they went through the same situation that millions have gone through: childbirth and family illness.
Right.
Evan and I bonded because he was also neglected by his wife. What the holy fuck? Neglect? Also?
Oh my god, that's freaking
Oh my
hilarious.
God. Somebody else said too, the adultery sub is really big on privacy and not lying to your affair partner. They rage about it, and no, the irony isn't lost on them. They think they're entitled to the respect they deny their spouses and their affair partners' spouses. It's really crazy.
Some people, man. I like this. Okay. Like this next post on the one that I found, it said, I got dumped for having red hair. My boyfriend's mom didn't want to risk having ginger grandchildren, so she made him dump me. He married a blonde and had 2 ginger kids. Karma's a bitch. My kids are blonde.
I fucking saw that one before. That
Oh
made me
god.
laugh so
Right?
hard. It's
Like,
so good.
somebody doesn't know how dominant recessive genes work.
No.
Like, just because one person has red hair does not mean that your children are automatically going to. If you both do,
Right.
sure,
Maybe. It's
absolutely.
still a
That's,
maybe.
yeah.
Like
Like, that's
it's a
just freaking
mutated
hilarious.
gene of brown hair.
But the fact that he let his mom break them up because she had red hair, that's
Monster-in-law.
hilarious.
She would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, no, for real. Just she dodged a bullet with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. And
Good
she
for
got her
you.
blonde. Her
The amount of
blonde
comments in
babies.
here talking about the fact that gingers have no soul is hilarious. So,
Oh, I'm not shocked by that at all.
right? I
I got
like
made fun of that for in high school.
I like why I don't even know how that started.
South Park.
Oh, yeah. See, I never
Yeah.
watched South Park. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. They started the Gingers Have No Soul thing.
That
It's
tracks.
pretty funny. It's honestly pretty funny at this point. When I was in high school though, and boys were making fun of me, asking me if I had a soul and shit, I was a little upset, and then I understood where it
Just
was
tell them
from.
no.
I did, yeah. I was like,
It's
no,
like, no, can
Mitch.
I eat yours?
I think I said that to someone. Oh my god. Okay, so do we want to talk about really quickly how fucked up boys are? So
Yeah,
this
I'm
one
down
kid,
with that.
all right, excellent. So this one kid that I was like, we were friends through like all of middle school, and like we hung out a bunch, and I used to give him like mints because I would always carry mints with me. And so he would like ask every day if he could have a mint, and he called me Mint Girl because of it. But so like first day of like I think seventh or eighth grade, after like the previous year of chilling and being friends, he asked me for a mint. And I'm like, sorry, I don't have any. And he fucking spit at me. Like, what the fuck? And then in sixth grade, if I remember correctly, we were all in like I think it was our language arts class, and we were like all sitting at this like group, and I think it was four of us, and there was this one kid there, and he was asking everybody well, like what their favorite artist or like band or any like musicians were, and I had just gotten the Pussycat Dolls CD for like Christmas,
Nice.
and it was totally my jam. It was all I was listening to. I would turn it up really loud on my boombox, and I was like the Pussycat Dolls, and he's like the pussy, and I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't understand the context at the time, so I
Oh
was
my
like, why
god.
is it so funny? I don't understand. And he's like, you like the Pussycat Dolls? And I'm like, yeah, they're really good. What do you want from me? What a fucking idiot. I still remember his name. It's it's also a very unique name, so I'm definitely not gonna say it. um yeah, those are my two instances of shitty boys. This is also middle schoolers, so
I mean, yeah.
I had these two kids like relentlessly make fun of me in it was like my webpage design class. And it had to do with my red hair and if the carpet matched the drapes and everything. And I was like, why is this what we're talking about? And they're like, well, come on, do you? And I was like, why the fuck would I tell you that? And they were just really hounding me on it. And then I decided to go tell everybody on Facebook about it. And I was like, they're being mean to me. And then one of my friends was like, well, yeah, he's just like the biggest douche ever. He's just like that. It was pretty funny. I'm reminiscing about middle school and high school. It's great.
Men just suck in general.
They do, yeah.
Why we like them, I have no idea.
Me either.
Right? They're nice to look
Honestly.
at, that's why.
They are pretty nice to look at, I'll give you that. Okay, like, and when you find like a really good one, like a gem,
Right?
man, the things they freaking do.
It's a shame I don't have
But
one of those.
I know most of the ones that I encounter at this point are definitely in romance novels or are taken. So,
right?
yeah. Or not
There's this
interested in
song.
me.
Oh, there's this freaking song. It's so good. Okay, I need to find it. It's like it's about like how fictional men are the best, and not like why can't I have one of those? And I cannot remember what the hell the song is called.
I feel like I've heard it.
I heard it on TikTok first, and I started listening to it all the time, and it was so good. Hold on, let me pull up my Spotify because I feel like I have it in there somewhere.
One of my favorite ones is the bouncing off my booty cheeks one.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Why?
Do you
Why you gotta
expect
do like
anything
that?
less of me?
Oh, it's literally called Fictional. It's by Chloe Rose.
Ooh, I'll have to listen to that later.
It's
Okay.
really good. I enjoy
Okay.
it.
Fictional by Chloe Rose.
I don't know if it'll like I don't know if
I
I
was just
screen share if it'll like play the audio in the recording of
ooh,
this.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, it
Well,
does.
I
Oh, okay. It says also share. Okay, we're gonna try. Okay,
okay.
so we can
I'm
listen
here
to
for it.
this together, everyone.
Oh, how exciting.
If it doesn't show up in the recording, I will attempt to just overlay it on there afterwards.
Perfect.
Okay. Windows.
I'm excited. I can't wait to hear it.
Okay, hold up. I have to open this in.
Also, everybody, do you like our
Um,
outfits? Because I feel very much like Nahida in this cute little like greenish
I found a
dress.
Link sweater.
And yeah, Link has a Link sweater. Look at it. Look at it
Isn't it
with both of your
amazing?
eyeballs. Except
All
those
of
of
the
you on
eyeballs.
Spotify because you can't see us.
Ah,
But
yes, they can.
wait, what?
It depends. The video does show up on Spotify too.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
I
I don't have
didn't either.
Spotify.
I do, but I didn't know it was a thing either. Okay.
Is this us breaking the fourth
Sure.
wall? Are we supposed to talk about the podcast on the podcast?
We're on a podcast?
What?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I thought we
Oh,
were just
God.
talking.
Okay. Can you hear this?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Yes, the third time's not a charm. Nursing
I don't know the
three
lyrics for this one.
times,
Damn.
broken heart, and down the rabbit hole again.
Seems very loud.
I put myself in another world where I can be any other girl, 'cause I don't really wanna face it.
The chorus is the best part of this, though.
'Cause if
Fair.
it isn't real, you can't pretend all you want, it's all you'll ever need. That's not healthy, they said, to live in your head, but it hurts a lot less to me. I fall in love with boys I see on a TV screen, the ones in books who are as perfect as they can be. I spend all of my time imagining what it would be like if they existed. My parents tell me I should look for one in real life, but I get let down by both the bad boys and the nice guys. I'm tired of giving more than I receive, so I'll just stick to the boys who don't know me.
Isn't that so good?
Yeah, that's a mood. Oh my god.
Right? It's such a good song.
It scared the
I'm
shit
gonna
out of
listen
me
to
when
it
we
again.
first turned it on, though.
Sorry, it was really loud. It was turned all the way
really
up.
loud.
My Spotify app has the volume set to like a good solid location with how I keep my desktop audio, but
Yeah.
I opened it in the browser so I could share it, and it was turned all the way up.
Yeah,
So
I could
apologies,
tell.
listeners.
Scared the shit out of me.
But no,
Oh,
that song
man.
is such a freaking mood.
Honestly, though, like,
And
I feel like
there's another one too that was also really good, but I kind of want to play it for you.
Do it. Just not as loud this time.
I promise I won't.
Okay. I feel like I get caught up in like, I don't know, like almost having these fantasy men like exactly the way that you want them, right? Like they say the right things, they do the right things, they change, they like, or they're just already so caring and compassionate. And it's like, obviously this was written by a woman, but like, I know that there's like some guys that are more like that than most out there, but I'm
Yeah.
like, where?
This one, I heard that song on TikTok too.
I dislocated both my knees with
Loves
5
her.
days in
Like,
between,
super
but if you think
different.
that's gonna stop me, you are wrong. I am in love with my best friend who bangs a new guy every weekend, likes me back but hates commitment. Life is great. Yeah, there's a cloud above my head, but hey, it's okay, I'm not dead yet. I grew up in a Christian house, tried to make my parents proud, but I'm gay, so not too late. Well, isn't life this great? But it'll say you're going to bring me down. I've been struggling to
Honestly,
eat.
I
I started
started
in
listening to this song,
recovery.
like,
That's
while you
probably
start
the hardest
TikTok,
thing I've had
just for
to
the
do.
like this whole like.
I told
I'm
my
gay,
friend I
not
was
today.
in love.
Like,
We
yeah,
started
that's amazing. I've
dating,
been
then
listening to this
broke up.
song now.
Messed up and it's
Link, I can't hear anything you're saying.
yeah, there's a cloud.
Is it that loud too?
Yeah.
Oh geez, I'm sorry.
It's not that loud. It's just louder than
See, it's not that loud on my end. Whatever. That's okay.
This girl who told me she was straight, whom I've been
Yeah, like, this
liking
song
since
went, like,
10th grade,
I don't know
said
if it
she
was
liked
shown
my
on TikTok
style
or
and
if it was
asked
just
me on a
because
date. Like, what? But I'm mentally unstable and I don't know how to handle love and safety that she gave me. I ran away. Yeah, there's a cloud above my head, but hey, it's okay.
Can you still not hear anything I'm saying? Seriously, like, how the fuck loud is your volume turned up? This is so low on my end.
it's pretty loud on my side. Like I have my volume at like 70%.
It's like this is like the volume on this is set to like 30%. Like, is that a reasonable volume for you now? Because I can barely hear this on my.
I mean, I
now.
can barely hear it now too.
Anyways,
That was so freaking funny.
like that's right. Like my computer volume is at like 50%.
Yeah, mine's at 70.
But like the Spotify volume, like it was well below 50%. How the hell it was still that loud to you? I have no idea.
All
That's
I'm
insane.
saying is that the song was playing and you were talking at the same time. But it was almost like you guys were talking at the same level, but the music just was a little bit louder. So
That's a
then
good
it was
song, though.
just like garbled words where I couldn't understand either. And it was just so
God.
because you just kept going.
Listen, okay, I don't know how technology works, okay? We've never done that before. Like,
We haven't.
we're learning.
We're learning something new every single episode. Because
You know what I learned today while I was at work?
What?
Nothing. I was so bored.
You want to know what I learned today?
What?
That I'm on metformin now.
You're what?
And my doctor doesn't know which type diabetic I am because I'm a weird case.
We're getting real now.
Yeah. No, she said that to me. She was like, I literally don't know which type you are. Because she's like, does anyone in your family have history of type 1? And I'm like, not that I know of. But
Part of me wants
obviously
to tell you to go and get a second opinion because that's super sketch.
Well, I already have a referral to endocrinology.
Cool.
Which is who takes care of this. I'm just
Right.
waiting
I assumed, I was like, I don't know what that means. Because I have watched 20 seasons of Grey's Anatomy and not once did that word come up.
They're basically like the diabetic specialists. And they also
Cool.
work with PCOS. So
Ah,
she's like, I'm going to put you on metformin so that we at least get your blood sugar lower because that's the pressing issue. She's like, it's weird that your blood sugar is so high, but you don't have like symptoms. Like a
yeah.
lot of the symptoms you should have. And so it's a strange case because like, and she's only a PCP, so like she can recognize the symptoms and like help get referrals to things, but she's not like specialized in it.
Right.
So
Fair enough.
yeah, but I'm on medication for it now, so
Nice.
yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I have no idea where we left off. Oh, we were talking about ginger kids.
Yeah, and having no souls.
And then we started talking about how stupid men are.
Yes, we did. And then how fictional men are better.
Right. Exactly.
But also not real. And it sucks.
I wish. Right?
Same. I was reading this really good story the other day. Oh my god.
What kind of story? Like a book or like a
Smut.
Ah.
It's always
Horny
smut.
bastard.
I know. Did you really just call me a horny bastard?
Maybe.
Okay, but let's be honest.
Oh
It's
my
true.
god. Oh my god. You know what that reminds me of? So I was watching Friends last week. Have you seen Friends? Have you watched Friends?
I watched some of it.
Okay.
Wasn't dedicated to watching it though.
So there is an episode in I think it's either the second last or the last season. And spoiler alert if anybody hasn't watched Friends, it's been out for God knows how many years now. So if you like, I don't.
If you were gonna watch it, you would have watched it.
Right, for real, exactly. Anyways, there's this episode where so Ross and Rachel are having a child,
right?
And they go to like this like baby store to like get things for like the apartment or whatever for the kid, and even though they're having a child, they're not actually together.
Yeah, I remember the Ross and Rachel drama.
Yes. So he was like flirting with the checkout girl at the store, and then they ordered all of this stuff to get delivered or whatever, and she ended up because like she like got their address from like the order form or whatever, so she went to their apartment with like this little blanket or whatever, and said, "Oh, hey, your order went out, but they left this behind." Being sneaky little bitch.
Ew.
She's like, "I'd actually just wanted to come and ask you out," kind of thing.
Wow.
And so like Rachel overhears it from the other room, and she's holding these two little like baby toys, and like when they like he says yeah he'll go out with her whatever, she's like, "You horny bitch," and then like they both turn and look at her, and she realizes she's constant. She like looks down at the two dinosaur toys in her hands. She's like, "No, you're a horny bitch. No, you're a horny bitch," pretending it's like they're toys that are talking to each other because they're dinosaurs and they have horns. So it's
that's
just
so funny.
That's just hilarious, and that's just what I reminded myself of.
Also, can we talk about the fact that that's such a breach of privacy to show up at someone's place?
It was a different time, man.
I know. That creeped me the fuck out.
Yeah, well, you're not Ross, who's been through 3 divorces.
That's true. Actually, do you want to hear something wild? So
you've been through 3 divorces?
Yes.
Crazy.
Right? I mean, with all the people I fake married at this point, maybe. But anyways, when I was working at Home Depot and I worked at the service desk and I was really good at it, right? Yeah. And I was helping this gentleman one day and like, I don't remember what it was for, but like really went above and beyond for him, really took care of him, everything like that, right? He comes back later, but like at closing time, and he comes asking specifically for me, but we're closing the store. Like there's nobody in there. All the cashiers are gone. We're literally closing the tills. We're in the process of locking the doors. and he's like asking for me by name. And my
That's
manager is
creepy.
like, no, absolutely not. You cannot come in here right now. You need to come here during business hours. And I'm not like, that's so weird. And he comes and he tells me, and I like full panic. And then I like realized who it was and like saw him or something. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I helped him earlier. And he was like an older gentleman. So he probably was like not quite 100% there, but still like it
I
feels a little
like
creepy.
I hate when customers ask for my name when I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just like, why do you need to know that?
I
Like,
know.
that's none of your
I
business.
had someone do that on the phone the other day. So, like, at my job, we're not supposed to talk to patients because we're not trained on how to talk to them about anything.
Right.
We're not trained to talk to them on how billing works, on how the product works, anything like that. We're literally just for billing. And so we talk to insurance directly. So if a patient's on the line and insurance isn't, we have to get them to a different department. And just like how we can only talk to insurance, they can only talk to the patient. They don't talk to insurance at all. But so I'm on the phone with the insurance rep. I tell her what's going on. She's like, okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and pull the patient on. I was like, and then she's already like, hi, Miss Patient, blah, blah, blah. Like, I have Miss Serafina here to help you with
Good catch.
understanding, thank you, understanding your billing and blah, blah. And I was like, uh, okay.
It's like, no, you don't actually hangs up the phone.
I know, right? I get in so much trouble. But I like said everything I said again, and she was like, well, are you going to reimburse my insurance company? I returned it. And I was like, did you return it to us? She's like, well, I returned it. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't see that it's checked in. I can have another department investigate it. That's the most I can do. Like, I'll review your file. I'll make sure that billing is done. Like, but if you didn't send it to us, there's no way for us to know that it was returned.
Right.
You have to process the returns through us. And it has to be checked into our facility. So it wasn't. And I can't help you with that. And she was like, oh, what's your name? And I'm like, that's Seraph. And I'm like,
My
I
name's
like,
Bob.
right? God, I should have lied.
Just find
Be
your
like,
like office nemesis and tell them their name.
oh, good idea. Man,
It's
I
like,
should have done that.
if there's a problem, my name is Bob. But if you're happy, my name is actually Serafina.
Right, exactly. But she sounded really happy, and like I told them to have a really nice weekend, and she's like, you too. And I was like, okay, thank God she's happy. Like,
God, I hate customer service so
oh my
much.
God, me too. And I'm like, this is not a customer service job, but like partially
See, I
sort
work
of
in
is.
customer service and I hate it.
I we
I'm
both
really
know how
good
I
at
feel
it,
about
but
my
I
job.
really hate it. Yeah.
See? Same. Like I can go above and beyond for people, and I like helping people in that moment, but I turn around and I'm like, this is so fucking exhausting. And
Right?
like all the good ones don't make up for the bad because there's so many that are just such shitholes and like just the worst people.
Exactly. That's why I quit my last job, because that was like even more customer service than working like retail customer services, and I just, oh my
Yeah.
God, I could not deal with it anymore.
Yeah, call center customer service is rough.
It it really is. Anybody like that does, like any of you listening, if you work for a call center for like customer service, I don't know how you stay sane. Please tell me in the comments of the YouTube video here.
Conversely,
Please tell me how you
conversely,
managed to survive.
or are you okay?
Right, right. Are you
Like-
okay? What are like blink twice if you're being held against your will?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You know what's funny? Okay, so speaking of jobs,
Mhm.
I was just like continuing to scroll and I came across this one. It's funny. It's a tweet from Mike Pence. If you guys don't know who Mike Pence is, wasn't that Trump's vice president?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds
Yeah.
right.
So he's like, we've created more jobs in the last 3 months than Joe Biden and Barack Obama created in their 8 years in office. And this like response tweet was like, the lifeboats on the Titanic rescued more people in 3 hours than any other transatlantic liner in 8 years. And I just like, yeah, exactly. Like, because I think that would have been What? When, like, coming out of COVID, right?
I
Was
think
that
so,
when that
yeah.
was? I don't know what year. I don't pay attention to
Honestly, I'm the
politics. I don't
worst with
fucking know, man.
politics, so
But, like, yeah, of course, when the situation warrants it, yeah, you're going to create more jobs in 3 months because, like, out of necessity.
right,
Same way that the lifeboats on the Titanic obviously rescued more people in 3 hours
because they were
in the middle of
needed.
a major disaster, as opposed to the last 8 years from other of the same ships that didn't crash into an iceberg.
Right.
Like,
That's
get your
funny.
shit together, America.
I don't know if we can.
No, probably not.
Probably not. I mean, look at what the fucking people who are in power say. Fucking dumb.
Oh my god, the next post though.
Oh no.
It has nothing to do with anything we talk about. It's just like, if you're 25 plus with no kids, you're the problem. Response says, LOL, whatever makes you feel better about being stuck in the house with them kids. Like, fuck yeah.
Hey, I'm
Fuck that shit.
25.
Like,
I'm over 25 with no kids.
I was like, you're not
I'm the
25.
problem.
I'm 25.
I'm the problem.
No, life is the problem, and the cost of living is the problem, and the fucked up world that we live in is the problem.
Fair. I was gonna do a
Right?
little thumbs up with my VTuber. I'm the problem.
Yeah. It's me. I'm the problem over here.
It's me. No, me. I'm the problem.
Okay. You're the problem.
I am. It's
or maybe
me.
I'm the problem. They're the problem. What's the problem? I don't know. I'm under the desk.
Why are you so good at this?
Oh my god.
They were timed so perfectly.
Well, duh, because I'm clicking on them as I'm saying the
No,
words.
I know, but like, no, I know, but like sometimes I get confused on like what is good to say with them. But everything you said was perfect. Timing, what you said,
That's
theme
improv
wise.
training.
I love it. We got a professional.
I'm
here,
just
you
so
guys.
good. You know, sometimes it goes to my head though.
I can see that.
I don't remember making the like whites of my VTuber's eyes purple, but they are, and it's kind of freaky.
Oh, wait, what part is purple?
The whites of my eyes, look at them.
Oh.
They're like purple.
I guess a little bit.
It's kind of cool though.
It is. Do you want to hear? Oh my god. That is cursed.
Oh. Do I
you
want
wanna
to hear?
hear
Yes, I do.
Another oh no consequences.
Yes.
Okay, so
Hose sales declined in April.
what?
Sorry. I looked over at the sign. It says hose sales declined in April. I'm just like, who is selling hose?
I
Talking
want a
about garden
hoe.
hose. Anyways, continue.
Not
Sorry.
that kind of hoe. Jeez. Jeez, Link.
Horny bitch.
You horny bitch. Alright. So the title has the first word blanked out, but so we'll say blank refusing to pay for my unborn child's mother's college tuition, even though I can easily afford it.
Wait, okay, hold on. Unborn child.
I think it might be.
What?
Same. I think it might be Am I the Asshole? For refusing to pay for my unborn child's mother's college tuition, even though I can easily afford it. Okay.
I don't know. It depends on the context.
So it
Are
sounds
you
like
married?
this is a guy. It is. They are not married. They are friends with benefits. So
no, you're not the asshole. Fuck that
Yeah.
bitch. She can pay for her own college.
Right? And I'm like, if
Like the rest
you
of
can pay
us.
for your child's college, but you don't need to pay for
Right.
your child's mother's if you're not like even. Let's read. Mind you, I can't read. So I 30 recently found out my friends with benefits, Maria 22, is pregnant
Maria.
with my child. Maria. To sum it up, Maria texted me she was pregnant with my child a few months ago. I thought it was a joke since the Plan B pill I bought her was pretty effective, but she was serious. I asked her if she had been taking them, and she admitted she hadn't. Well, that's fully on her
What a
then.
bitch. Now
Especially
you
if he
really don't
got.
deserve to have him pay
Yeah.
for your college.
I'm like, if he gets you Plan B and you don't take it, you're literally. Oh. You're asking to get pregnant at that point.
Right.
You are literally saying, I'm not going to do my due diligence of like contraceptives that are available to me. And that's just being negligent at that point. And that's kind of on you. And like, obviously, it's all kind of, takes two to tango, but he's obviously there providing contraceptives, everything like that. She's just not taking it. Anyways, I was extremely mad since she had lied to me and, in other words, baby trapped me. For some context, Maria is from Egypt on a F1 student visa and is currently studying at a top college. However, she can no longer afford her tuition due to her father's death. The savings she had left are only enough for another month or two. I've been ignoring her calls ever since she lied to me about the Plan B pills and refusing an abortion. She was getting desperate because I saw her waiting outside my house. I threatened to file a restraining order, but she promised to leave me alone if I let her in for a minute. Long story short, she was in tears about her father's recent death and how she could no longer pay for college. This was her final year before graduation, and she desperately wanted to finish it. She doesn't want to return to Egypt where her family lives in the low middle class without a college degree. That's when she asked me if I would graciously pay for her college tuition and even help with her expenses. I didn't want to upset her further, but I firmly said no. That's when her waterworks turned into full-on rage and she began screaming, shouting that she's pregnant with my child and I should already be paying for everything for her. I immediately told her to get out of my house and threatened to call the police if she didn't. She was getting desperate. Oh, Jesus Christ, I literally can't read. In addition, I threatened to report her if she overstayed her F1 visa, which just pissed her off. Just to make it clear, I did offer to take the child during the minute chat if she signed away all of her parental rights at birth in exchange for paying her tuition. I mean, she sounds kind of crazy.
Right?
I
For
mean,
real. First of
honestly,
all,
it
you're going to
sounds
baby trap somebody.
right. Like, she's obviously trying to stay and not go back to Egypt
Right.
because she probably even was potentially thinking that, oh, I'm going to tell him I'm pregnant and he'll do his due diligence of proposing and offering me marriage. Because I feel like a lot of people think that that's like the appropriate step if you accidentally get someone pregnant. And when it didn't kind of go that way, she was like, oh, well, can you at least like pay for my tuition? Because my dad died.
Like,
Like,
bruh,
it's,
get some student loans like the rest of us and stop your whining. Or get a
yeah.
job.
Or like scholarships. Like, if you're doing that well and like in a top college, you're obviously smart enough to be able to be there and do it.
Right.
So scholarships should not be a problem. It sucks that her dad died and like that's where her college tuition was coming from. But like, it's also not his problem to take care of you when it's not like he's been negligent in any way. Like, yeah, you got pregnant, but you guys obviously already had a conversation about it, and Plan B was your option. It was your contraceptive. And I have a feeling that if you're probably doing that, you're probably also wearing like condoms and everything like that, and just like fully being safe. And if he's doing all of that and making sure that that part's covered, I feel like you can't really ask for anything if you're not doing your part too. If your intention is to have a child and you're going against the guy's wishes, that's fully on you at that point. Like, that
Some
that
people
is
are
baby
just like
trapping.
terrible.
They are. They really are. The worst. And to go on full rage when he says no, like, guess what? Anytime you ask a question, the answer can be no. That's just part of life.
Right. Exactly.
And yeah, it sucks, but you just got to pick yourself up and keep going. You're not entitled to anything purely because he got you pregnant. He gave you the outs. He gave you the plan B. It's not like he knocked you up and was like, "Tee your problem now, bye." It was, "Oh, I'm pregnant."
Yet another reason to not have children.
Oh my god, I know. They grow up to be like this. Entitled.
Right?
Plus, you have to find someone who's actually like compatible and you like, and you're attracted to them, and they don't suck, and they don't make annoying noises. And let's talk about noises, everybody. Okay, so you guys, I texted Link earlier while I was at work, and so I was in the break room just sitting there minding my own business, and like this person next to me picks up his coffee mug, takes this big, long, fucking nasty, loud slurp, and then like loudly sets the mug back down. And I don't know why. I know why, but I was so bothered. I was like, "What the fuck? Are you serious?" And then he did it again, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm literally going to light this place on fire." Not actually, for legal reasons. But oh my, and it happened the other day too, where like the girl who sits directly in front of me, she went and got a fresh cup of coffee. Smelled great. I love the smell of coffee. I can hear her take this long, loud ass fucking slurpy, nasty sip. And I don't know, like, I hate when people make noise when they drink. It's a pet peeve. It sets off my misophonia.
That's valid.
Yeah. Because then, like, she also slammed the cup down. So it was like this repetitious, like, noise of sloppy fucking slurp, slam, sloppy fucking slurp, slam. And it reminds me of when I was working at my last job, where the guy who sat next to me, he was a heavier set fellow, and like he was out of breath coming from the elevator, and I was always a little bit confused by that, but it's whatever. Um, and then he would tell me about the baths that he took and how long they were, and I was like, he was like, "Yeah, I was soaking in the bath earlier," and I was like, "That's so fucking weird. Why are you telling me this?
Right?
I don't want to know."
Okay,
I don't want to know about your human stew that you're fucking sitting in all fucking morning. Okay? I don't want to know. Just no. We're not friends like that. No. And then he would like chew on his ice so loud, and it was like,
I love chewing on ice though.
Except he had his mouth open and he made noise while he did it. Like, what the fuck? I
so
can't.
aggressive.
Oh my god. And then he would eat his like breakfast burritos. And so he had a whole ass bottle, like one of the big bottles of Cholula. And then he would have his breakfast burrito. And he would like wouldn't even be like facing his computer. He'd be like sitting off on the side where it's like wide open and shit. And like he would take the bottle and I could hear him kind of scrape it to pick it up, dump a bunch on for the bite, slam it down, take a bite, and then I could hear him like noisily chewing.
People just don't have any like common courtesy.
I'm
anymore.
like, dude, go to the fucking break room and do that. Jesus Christ. I can hear you chewing from here. And like I started crying one time because I was that stressed and like that reactive to noises at the time. And so like I put my headphones on and like blared music. And I was like sitting there crying because of the repetition of him picking up this bottle, the sloppiness of his chewing, and then slamming it back down. And then, like, immediately after, he'd be just gnawing down on some fucking ice. And, like, my brain could not handle it. It was crazy. What's even more funny in this situation is that I didn't have a desk partner for a while. So, like, I had sat in a different row previous to that, and they were shorter walls. And he sat on the other side of the wall. And I was like, oh, cool. I can hear you. But not a lot because there's a wall in between us. And then I got moved once I had like a new manager and like teams got rearranged. And then I was talking to him. He's like, so you're probably not going to like this, because I would talk to him about it all the time. He's like, but so and so is moving over here. And I was like, oh, I mean, that makes sense since he's on the team, but where is he sitting? And he's like, right next to you. And I was like, wait, like literally across the walkway from me, so I have to see him every single day now? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. Okay. This is fine. I'm not upset at all. Yeah, it was really bad. I would go and complain about it a lot. I think one time I was even like, this noisy motherfucker. Like, I can't do it.
Some people, man. This is why I don't like people.
I know, they're general. Noisy and messy and loud, and
they're just annoying.
They are.
Ugh. Like, ugh. Yeah. Gross. Ugh is right.
Ugh. Sick. Y'all nasty. Also, I'm so sorry for like yelling for a lot of that. Gets me kind of heated. But it's pretty funny, so.
Oh, you know what else is like all over my TikTok right now?
Huh?
The Kim Kardashian slander in Taylor Swift's new album.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Love that.
I am here for it. It's like, and it's hilarious because like the song the song's called "Thank You, Amy," but like Amy spelled AIMEE, but the K, the I, and the M are capitalized, which is so subtly hilarious. Except it's not subtle at all.
It's not.
I love it. I'm here for it.
That's wild.
I'm so ready for Reputation to re-release. It's going to be so amazing.
Yeah. I saw this video of like a husband decorating like the whole area for his wife and her friends for Taylor Swift. And he was like, you might not be a fan of Taylor Swift, but like if your significant other is, you can do a little bit to make it exciting for them, because this is like a huge deal. So embrace the manly thing of taking care of the person that you love. And I was like, God damn it, do you have a brother who is just like right? you and is single? Because what the fuck? But also, I'm scrolling through the Oh No Consequences, and I've seen this story before, but it has the title Oldie But Goodie, and it's, am I the asshole for deleting my son's Minecraft world? Yes. No matter what it is, I'm sorry, but like, anytime anyone is like, am I wrong for like destroying my boyfriend's PlayStation or deleting all of his saves or wiping their game history or blah blah this and that because like they're not spending enough time with me or I needed to punish them in some type of way? No, you don't punish someone for something that they've put a lot of time and invested a lot of time and effort in and that they really enjoy. Yes, take it away from them for a week. Okay? That's different than completely wiping all of the progress and all of the effort.
Right?
Because like now all they can think is, I have to do all of it again. I don't know if I'm going to get the same drops that I did before. I don't know if I'll have the same placement as I did before. I don't even know if I'll be able to get to that point again because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't quite have the time as I did before building it up to this point. Like, that's so asinine to even ask if you're the asshole for that. Just ew.
Just, oh my God. See, if I was to have kids, I would like to think that I would be a much better parent than that.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my God, somebody said, I remember reading this. What a horrible bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
But then someone else said, he was 9. Why on earth did he have to be up at 7 a.m. for no reason?
Oh, this one's kind of funny. It says, my daughter asked me what taxes are like, and so she could understand, I went to the kitchen and ate 46% of her cookies.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Oh,
Honestly,
God.
okay, see, it's stuff like that. Like, yes, it sucks for your daughter in the moment. She's losing 40% of her cookies, but like, it's also fucking hilarious, and you can also buy more. So like,
Right,
it's stuff
exactly.
like that where like it's harmless in the long run, and you're also like answering their question in a way that they understand, and also it's like a little upsetting. So it's like, I mean, now you know.
Oh my God.
That is so funny. I want to do that. I can't
Right?
wait for someone to ask me what taxes are like,
Right?
because I'm just going to take 46% of whatever it is that's in front of them.
Oh, jeez. But anyways, guys, that's where we're going to call it for this week. If you guys have any questions or stories or anything you want our thoughts on next week's episode or a future episode, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Or if you guys are already around our Twitch chats or Discords, throw them in there. We'll definitely get to them. We love taking suggestions from people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you're not already, be sure to check us out on Twitch. They'll be linked at the end and in the description below the YouTube video. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next Tuesday.
Yeah. See you guys next time.